Welcome to another video, and this is an artist. I think I heard of him, or either I heard of him from somebody else, like on or some, I don't know. But Ren, y'all told me that. Dave just learned that when I saw that, and when I speak about rappers, I'm speaking about it from an American standpoint. I am not speaking about it from the worldly standpoint. So that's my ignorance. So I guess apparently this guy right here can play all kinds of instruments and rap. So we finna check him out, see what he hitting for, man. Let's get it. First of all, I was thinking to myself, I was like, while he was playing, right? Because I grew up around musicians. I grew up around, like, at least from my city and stuff. They're the best of the best in my city. They've traveled, played for a lot of famous people, all that kind of stuff. I just grew up in a family that just played instruments, growing up in church, all that. So I was like, okay, well, a couple of those notes. It's not that this is just how musicianist style people think, but I was like, a couple of those notes, okay, there was a little, like funky. But I was like, well, maybe this is the part of the act that is where it's kind of chaotic within the element of, like when certain jazz musicians they purposefully go off key to come back onto another key that is the key, that kind of thing. I was like, well, maybe he's doing that. But then I was like, when he came, he started doing that, ooh, 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 that perfection that he just did right there, and then like kind of messing up with it, like it was just. I'm like, hold on, this dude is probably a different like type of a person. So I gotta prepare my mind because I was thinking that he's gonna come in and rap. I thought he was a rapper, but let's still check it out. He may be a rapper, and I just ain't heard it yet. But I'm like, let's continue with this type of creativity because this creativity is like pulling me in right now because it's like a chaotic perfection. And I want to say it wasn't like his notes was off necessarily. I'm just saying I was thinking for us, it's not as clean. And I think he purposefully wasn't trying to make it as clean, like real guitarists. They just, even if it's a slow pointing out the note or whatever, it's a very making sure it's on that precise note. So that's all. It's not that I'm thinking that it was bad or anything. So let's get to it.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on you pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still.
This is what I'm talking about. When I talk about creativity and when I'm talking about making people feel like the lyrics and understand. See, in his style of rap, at least on this song, because he got others, I'm pretty sure he got plenty of other songs and all that kind of stuff. But I'm saying on this is like a stage play style rap. Like he could be in there and like doing a play with this, right? Or a one man show where he's just on stage, literally like that, doing this, and people will pay tickets to go and see a show with just one person like him doing this whole style of back and forth with himself. This is the type of creativity that I'm talking about with rappers, where it's not this lazy, just sit by and just let the lyrics just speak for itself. No, lyrics ain't gonna speak for itself. He ain't even saying nothing crazy in the sense of like how we think about rap, but it's way more amazing than the ones that just say crazy stuff and they're not delivering it the right way. So this is drawing me in because it's creative, outside the box, way outside the box. Let's continue.
In periphery, rant on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay.
Oh man, this is deep. It's going here. It's the mentalness of what he going, the left and right part of his brain, the part of it's not the good God, bad cop, but it's not angel devil thing. I don't know yet, but it's more of like just how your mind. I talk to myself like this, like it might not be in those theatrical voices and all of that, but I literally talk to myself like, man, see, man, I ain't finna. Yeah, you is. You finna get up and you finna go to the gym. Yes, you are. Man, I ain't. Yes, yes, you are. You finna go and get your behind up. Stop being lazy. Go ahead. I know you don't feel like it. You know, like I go back and forth with my own self. So this is good. And then with drugs too, when I was all on the drugs, them demons, you fight them demons every single day, man. You warring with yourself. You're hating yourself every day that you did that. You hated what you did last night. Yeah, went and go and bought that girl. And I'm talking about all the girls just from all the street girls, all of them. You buying them. You're trying to fulfill a happiness that never leads to nothing. It leads to nothing. That's why I'm so glad I'm a different type of sober. It ain't just sober, because this is recent. This is recent stuff. This is like, man, you got to deal with them demons within inside. I'm enjoying this. I'm sorry for keeping ranting, but this is important that let's pay attention to them, because I go off into these rants and we here to listen. Let's go.
And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
Nah, mate. This time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help.
You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really...
I love this so much. Please give me more of this kind of stuff, because it's not just rap. I'm listening to a story. This is something that I relate to so much, because it's not just the music part, but I'm telling you, with addictions and of all sorts, the late night addictions, ones that's on that phone there. Yeah, the stuff, get them off, man. It's the perversion. It's the perversion of all this stuff that messes with our minds. It tries to tell us that we're not going to be nothing and we ain't going to go nowhere. And it just tries to screw it up. So what you going to end up doing? You end up going into that circle over and over again, over and over. Therapists, going to 12 steps, whatever steps, whatever. And a lot of time it don't help. It's not that it don't help because it doesn't work. It doesn't help because you ain't ready, or you're not willing to stop letting that demon mess with you and tell you, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and I call it demon. It's not that I literally think it is, but it's more of like a metaphor for what that thing is that's doing the opposite of what you're trying to get away from. You're escaping your mind and you can't help it. Oh, this is amazing. Please send me more of this kind of stuff as well, okay? You don't have to be just rap, please.
You, if you wanna kill me, I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it.
Yeah.
And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man, you sound so pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself.
Trust me.
You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that, I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before.
She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And it's amazing because it's like something that I just want to watch. I want to pay attention. I'm actually like pay attention to his words. You know, sometimes when I'm hearing like musically aesthetic or however you want to call it, like where the listening is very good, sometimes I don't pay attention to the words that much because it's the melody, it's the flow, it's the rhythm of that beat that's driving me to feel it. Because when I listen to music, I'm always doing stuff in my own head. It's like, but this is bringing me to listen to what he's going through because I identify with that. It's saying, oh, okay, this is the type of creativity that makes me want to get creative. Because yes, Eminem did it, but Eminem did it within a flow that is musical sounding and that made you want to just, like it's a certain kind of groove. But this is more theatrical and more like, oh, this could be a play. You could just sit up there and do this and I'm all in. You know what I mean? And so this is the type of stuff that I'm kind of looking for that's kind of feeding my soul because music is going to be music and there's thousands of that kind of stuff out here. And we're going to get that all the time. And yes, this is 4 years old, but we need to respect artists like this and keep them going, man, because this is respect. I respect this genius.
Tell it downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips.
Oh my gosh, his genius is in the play. He's purposefully trying to play like that because he's playing genius stuff right now. I knew it wasn't. The beginning was just purposeful. It was intent behind the beginning. I know brilliance. That's why I didn't want to stop it and just like critique it like I'm thinking about a normal musician, because I knew that that just felt intentional. He purposefully played it. It's almost like the start. You're like, it feels like as if we're being developed in the way and how he plays through even the chaoticness of how this not chaotic, but like the storyline in which now he's going back into the Garden of Eden, where this all begins, and how this is that and that, and oh man, and then the element in which he's playing with it. Because when I was a kid, I remember those cartoons. I keep going back to that because I'm like, man, those cartoons that didn't have no talking, it was only music. That is where creativity lies, right there. In the simplisticness that you can sit and watch cartoons that are doing nothing but just being a cartoon, and there's music. And we knew exactly what it was trying to portray. It was almost like, that's like what a book is to people that watch certain kind of movies. They're like, man, the book was way better. And the reason why is because I get to imagine. And so this kind of performance is just next level. This is top level type of creativity, almost to the point to where you kind of got to be a little insane to even be able to even think of it. That's why Kendrick Lamar, for as a rapper, he's like the best to me because he can do this kind of stuff. Like on his albums, it was totally different. J. Cole only can do J. Cole rap. They can't like go into theatrics. So I'm sorry for those people that don't like Kendrick.
Randa when standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
Oh, see, even that note right there, that's purposeful. I want people to know that he purposefully played that note like that. Like almost like where the note is being popped off, and like you know how like when the strings pop and it gives that like kind of on off sound. That's purposeful. This is freaking genius. Pay attention to genius.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you,
Oh my gosh! Ferocious is in you and everything. You know, like he's giving all sorts of theatrics. Ooh, Man, I tell you what, we need to get back to artist development when it comes to artists. And I know we really can't do that because artists do everything on their own. No label helps out nobody. But people need to get back to that. People need to know how to perform. People need to know breath control. They need to know how to work everything that they got. Because it's just important when you're doing strongs. He wouldn't be able to go from rapping to being able to sing in that way without not knowing how to control. And no, this is not live, but still. Whew. The importance of creativity, man. It seems like it's a lost art in some sense for most artists.
Point me to different side.
Point me for different side. Man.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students.
Oh my gosh, man. We need people like this in the creative space. People that are just not like everybody else, man. I relate to that. I relate to just being different, being who you are, in the craziness, not being ashamed of not being, being ashamed, but not being ashamed that you're being ashamed. Of all of it. That's me. I say, hey, if I'm going through something, I go through it. That's me. Hey, Ren. Hi, Ren. I identify, brother. That's me. I don't identify with just wanting to just be popping bottles and yeah, that's cool. I'm not saying that I don't want to do that or I haven't done that sometimes. Yeah, but deep inside, no. It's stuff going, all types of craziness in here. That's why you go. That's why what? Drugs and alcohol. Yep. Because I'm trying to forget. But I'm going to stay focused because he said it. He's also known as hope. We have to realize that. I'm sorry.
Guys, there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax.
Exactly.
And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. Exactly. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget that we are human beings.
Sheesh. Yeah, man, that is the type of stuff that I love, man. If you like this video, if you didn't like it, still go ahead and do something for yourself by hitting that like button. Go ahead and comment down below if you find any other artists or anybody that you want me to react to. Please let me know in the comment section. And subscribe to my channel. You know what? This is Aunt Wisdom, man. On to the next one.